Let's get back to it.
Nigga,
Come on.
turn it into a character, nigga. I'll drop the Arnold and just hit you with the Benedict, nigga. There you
All
go.
right, gang. We
You know
gonna
what I'm
build.
saying? You
Good
cool,
talking to
you can
you.
maintain. Join the conversation. What
Yeah.
you just popped up on Bricc, baby. Content been contenting all day. I got my family, the trenches in the building, a bunch of in the building. Prince, what the
Uh,
pop bump up on Bricc, baby? What we got? Oh, he's lost for words. This is gonna be fucked up.
If you go to page 11
Uh-huh.
on the Big U indictment, right?
Yep.
It reads, give me 1 second to get there. Go to footnote 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Footnote 2 states Mitchell is the subject of a separate sealed indictment pending in case number 225 Charlie
That's
Romeo
that's dirt.
00132. That's not dirt.
Who is that? That's somebody else.
That's somebody else. That case referenced to a drug case out of New Jersey.
There you go. See, listen, don't get mad at us. Benedict, are you still here, Mr. Benedict?
yo, I'm here, bro.
See that? You see how? See, look, we reading out the indictment paperwork, bro. So you know what they gonna tell us? We the police because we know how to read. Listen, man, we got some scholars over here. We got some crazy motherfuckers over here.
I don't think
We,
nobody calling you police though.
uh, hey, bro, I'm just saying. Listen,
I don't
man.
think. As I'm saying, 'cause you got to correct that. I don't think people calling you the
I'm
police
just
at all.
saying, Benedict. So you telling me this is a drug case out of Jersey? I wonder, does that tie into
Yo,
Sue Surf them situation?
Could be. I mean, if you got the if
Well,
it's
we
certain
got the
stuff.
paperwork to tie Big U over there. We know he lying about the
Well,
case. We got.
they don't always put everything out. They always keep stuff back. They throw out stuff to make people start talking, but that's how
Man,
they play.
this is bad work.
You
This
don't
bad
think so?
work.
That's how they
Oh
play. They
no,
put
I
out
know
some stuff.
so. I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
so.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
But
they put
Prince,
out some stuff.
let's
Yeah.
pick up from where we was at. Was we
Okay.
on the wiretaps? Because it's gonna get juicy. I hear you in there talking about what he want to do to me. Told a miraculous
wait.
story about what happened with me. Let's get back to this shit on what was going on where we left off. We
Give
got
me
800.
give me give me 2 minutes, Wack. I think we're trying to match the Big U indictment with the Rule 60 indictment with this telling indictment. Give me two to get there.
Oh, see, this bad work. This is what I'm saying. But y'all get mad at us because we know how to figure shit out. Shit, man. Just the other day, the last 4 days, we got our brother King Cav on the trenches. I don't know what happened. We had a transgender. King Cav don't fuck with transgender. He fuck with a lot of beautiful women. Actually, shit, bunches of beautiful women from what we found out. But it went 3, 4 days of content. I didn't like the shit, but I'm like, well, shit. Nephew and them can't shut the room down. Motherfuckers keep popping up talking about I'm baby number this and I'm baby number that and I'm baby number this. They having the conversation. I mean, shit. You know, you can't get mad because people want to bring the content to certain floors. This is why the 100 side of the trenches work so well. We come over here, the trenches ain't got the motherfucking patience be fucking with this shit. Listen, man, what's happening with the bitch ass nigga? Can we get him in here? So, what we doing the breakdown shit, it happens over here. We want to get a nigga in here, we take his ass down there. And then if you think you're gonna hide somewhere in between, you're gonna get smashed. That's just how it worked. We took this Clubhouse app and we kind of, made it into what we wanted to be. But I'm trying to figure out, brother. I think you telling me you want me to start telling the podcast people what not to talk about.
No, that's not what I'm
I
saying at
can't
all.
do that.
That's not what I'm
Cap,
saying.
stop talking about the white people, Cap. That's it. I don't want to hear no Israelite, the
Yeah,
motherfucking
that
Bible
that ain't
verses,
gonna
none of that
happen.
shit.
Yeah, that ain't gonna
See,
happen.
you see what happens?
That
What
ain't
the
gonna
fuck you
happen.
want me to do?
Yeah, that ain't gonna
That's
happen.
not what
What you
we
want
say.
me
Ain't
to
gonna
do?
happen.
That's not
He
what we.
wants you to control what niggas say, Wack. That's
Nah,
what he
that's not what
wants
we
you to
Yeah,
do.
saying
what
at
he
Control
want
all.
what
me to
niggas
do?
say.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
not
like
what we
what the
saying
fuck
at
is
all.
that, man?
That's not what we saying. It's like it's like certain shit. You come from the street, or you come from the block. People know
Yeah,
that
but
like certain
man is
people.
man though.
What you want me to
I,
do, bro?
I know, but Wack, you've been
I
in the
could see if
game.
they was up under Wack, you might have a better argument. These men is men.
I
Man, I
understand that.
can't shit.
I'm saying you come from the streets. You know the streets is different from the internet,
And you
and
know
these
who else
dudes,
come from
these
the
dudes is
streets?
trying
The
to.
niggas that was talking.
That's
They
a
come from the
fact.
streets too.
But Wack, you fake
Like you can't like what I don't like is like what you the way you
I didn't
talking
say
is
that.
like you
I
trying to
did not
pin it
say that.
on Wack. Like he's supposed to be like this
I'm
month.
not saying that at
That
all.
that
I'm
no,
saying for
you ain't
people.
saying it, but you saying it.
Can I finish talking to
You ain't
Wack for a
saying
second? I
it.
was just
Like
saying
you
to Wack.
making
I'm
it seem
saying to
like
you,
this is
right?
all on Wack. Like
He's
he's
Nah,
supposed
trying
that's
to
to get
be
definitely
in
this
what
your
you
nigga.
saying in
lane.
the comments,
No,
though.
I'm saying they trying
He
to.
don't like that shit, Wack.
No,
He
Go
ain't
ahead.
like that.
Not trying to get in my lane. They are coming in creating their own lane. You get what I'm saying? I'm not looking to make podcasts or the YouTube like a. It's just something I do to fuck around. It's a tool. People want to come to me, but I'm not. If I was trying to make it my thing, I got a team that I can meet with, and I can tighten up all kind of shit. Right? It's just like a tool in the toolbox. So I'm not. They'll tell you half the shit unless you send it to me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I
right.
ain't policing what motherfuckers doing.
Mm-hmm.
R&B was reading me some shit that a lot of shit I've never heard. I don't know where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know some niggas turn into a character, bro. We
Mm-hmm.
got a motherfucker on here, nigga name. What's that weird nigga? I forgot that nigga. Freddie Roosevelt. Freddie Roosevelt. He be beating bitches and shit, but Freddie Roosevelt, right? But you want to see a character? This nigga Scarface, Tupac, Michael Jordan, whatever on his PTR, he turns into that individual, right? And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
The people are entertained by the shit, bro. They entertained by they know they finna go hear some bullshit. This nigga finna be hollering and screaming, motherfucking noises and all kind of shit. That's it. But they entertained by it.
But
My
can't
woman, this
entertainment.
motherfucking woman's an ordained minister. She used to go to the trenches before me and sit in the motherfucking goo just to be entertained about that with the outlandish, savage shit that was coming out of their mouth.
Got you.
Like a real ordained minister. So it's like, did she believe it? She didn't know what to believe. She just know the shit was funny as fuck, and it taught her how to fight back if she got into a situation on the app. That's it. I went over there fucking with nephew and them, and I done picked up some bad habits. Right? So they find it funny. Trenches think it's funny.
But can't entertainment get a person indicted? That's just my question.
I mean, you got, okay, this is the thing. Okay, yes, it can get you indicted, but can they prove that that's real? You get what I'm
But if
saying?
they, like you said, if they doing an investigation, like you said, like, right, if they doing an
Bro,
investigation,
let me
we
tell
don't
you
know.
something. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, yeah.
On this app, when Luce Cannon said what he said about Meek Mills, right? Okay, I got a call from my Philly team. I fuck with Philly. My man Levels from Philly, TP Bay from Philly. A lot of niggas I know from Philly, right? Dawu, all of them, right? They say, Wack, we hearing this thing. You know you gotta let us come up speak our piece. Cool. I let them all come up in there, 6, 7 of them. Loose Cannon come up in there. They battled they point. I'm listening. It's about 500 people in there. I intentionally didn't tell Levels about it because I didn't want Levels to come in there and fuck the content up. Because Levels gonna come in there on some clubhouse shit, and I got 7 raw, uncut niggas that's battling for no reason. Because Meek Mills never got robbed. How do I know? I see the niggas with him. The niggas with him ain't gonna let him get robbed. You understand what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. You could go find content of me in Philly with these same niggas. In Philly with TV and the rest of them. I know these niggas. You got to kill these niggas twice if you think you gonna rob a nigga that's with them, right? But guess what? They running their shit back and forth, right? So at the end of the day, if you think about it,
Right,
no money was ever exchanged. He said Rick Ross gave Big U the money, right? He never saw it.
right.
Now did Big U tell him that? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, right? But I do know this. Rick Ross and Meek Mills have never went and filed a police report about they was robbed. I know exactly what happened in the situation. How? Because I know the 3 people that handled the situation. One of my good friends I do overseas business with, another nigga named Rock the World, and another nigga named something else, right? I don't bring his name up, right?
Right.
All these dudes are Sunni Muslims, right? So I know what happened. So when they look into the loose cannon shit, they ain't gonna find nothing there. because it's a thing called trolling.
Mm-hmm.
He said P. Diddy, he said he was at a Diddy party, right? And he was walking down the hallway and he heard some loud noise. Now follow me, Benedict.
Mm-hmm.
He heard some loud noise from a man. And he said he kicked the door in and Puff Daddy was fucking called Winslow for now. What's wrong with this story? First of all, do you think a street nigga is gonna hear a man moaning and kick the door in?
No.
Do you really think Puffy was fucking called Winslow old ass?
No.
Now let me tell you what happened. Because he used P. Diddy name when the P. Diddy shit going on and
Mm-hmm.
called Winslow name, the shit went viral. It went so viral, called Winslow walking out the store and TMZ say, hey man, did you hear what Luce Cannon? Ding, ding, ding. TMZ can call Winslow and say, hey man, did you hear what Luce Cannon said about you and Puffy? Call Winslow said, to my surprise, I don't know this man, was lets me know he didn't heard the motherfucking content. Guess what that did to Luce Cannon's name in the algorithm?
Of course, it's up there.
Bro, now if niggas is taking this shit serious, man, so be it.
That's the thing. Some people take this shit serious.
Bro, I mean, listen, my
A
nigga.
lot of
Hey,
people. Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
mean, some people took Jim Jones serious. They drunk the punch, nigga. They died, right? That's on them.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying?
Damn.
I mean, what
People,
the
Hold
but
on.
fuck
people,
you want
people
me
got
to
to know
say?
this though. Some of these dudes on the street, they don't know this. They don't know how the entertainment shit work on the internet. They don't know. They just
Huh?
getting in it.
That
You
Jim
feel me?
Jones line went over their head. Wow.
No, the
Fuck
Jim
out of
Jones
here.
with the punch, where
Where
people went
Tar
to
at?
Guyana and drunk the
Where
punch in
Tar at?
Guyana. I know what you're talking about.
Where Tar at? Tar in here? Where fuck Tar at, man? I
What
thought
up,
I
Wack?
Tar, where my motherfucking money? And I sent you that money. You say you was giving me my motherfucking money back 2 fucking weeks ago, right? You
Yeah,
called me talking about your lights. You want to buy some carrots for your fucking soup, okay? It ain't my fucking job to be fucking have to buy your carrots and pay your fucking light bill on your motherfucking tent. Now I thought you had solar lamps on your tent. Can I get my motherfucking money or what?
why are you like this?
Now see, Benedict, I just made all that up, right? Now, if you took it serious, it's laughy faces going on. It was entertaining. But what you gonna say, bro? Like, what the fuck? What you want us to tell y'all? Do we gotta start putting up? What's the shit the movies do? Fucking, this is non-fiction, the fictional. What the
Disclaimer.
fuck? This is
Disclaimers.
non-fictional content. Like, what the
You,
fuck? You
you,
like, yo, bro? That takes away
you know
from
why
it.
some people can't catch on? Because sometimes you do it for entertainment, and then some of your shit be real, and then you mix it. So people don't really know whether you telling a lie or you telling the truth.
That's
So
the
now when they
point.
try to
That's
get in
what
that lane,
makes it good content.
but the people from the streets don't know the internet, right? Is what I'm trying to say. They don't get it like that. You understand it because you've been in it a long time. Not even on this doing the podcast stuff. You done manage people. You be with the rappers. You in a lot of businesses. You
Benedict,
got a lot
watch
of stuff
this.
going
Hey,
on. So
Beast.
Hey,
Benedict, you ever met Beast, Benedict?
who?
Beast, you ever met Beast? Where Beast? That Beast in there?
yo, what up, Wack?
Beast, talk to Benedict. Just
Hey,
treat him
Benedict,
like
do you know Wack 100 or do you know CK Wack?
We
talk
know
to Benedict.
from
No,
the
talk
internet.
to
We
him.
know Wack
Treat
100.
Benedict like he just disrespected the Queen. Watch this, Benedict. Talk to him, Beast.
It,
Oh, you bitch ass motherfucker. Who the fuck you think you talking to, you pussy ass little boy? You talk about you from Harlem and you from somewhere like that. You don't even know if you from East or West Harlem. You fucking faggot, pussy ass little boy. That's why I talk to you. I talk to you like the bitch you is. Don't ever disrespect the fucking queen like that, you pussy ass little boy. Like I said, you little bitch, when we see you, we slapping the fuck out of you.
Now
I'ma
hold
spit in
on,
your
Beast. One
motherfucking
second.
mama's face. I'ma
One
make that
second,
bitch
Beast.
suck my
One
dick right
second,
after.
Beast. Now
Dirty
Benedict.
trap ass
Now
bitch.
Benedict, you know you ain't disrespecting nobody, right? But look at the chat. They laughing, right? You see, nigga, listen, man, we here to entertain.
I get all that, man. But the streets, the corner
Man,
guys.
listen, man. It's tell the
But you
streets
know,
stay the
look,
fuck off the YouTube. We in the YouTube streets, my nigga.
I got you.
Okay, we in the YouTube streets. If you bringing your, that's just like y'all street niggas who want to go in the corporate building and try to tell them how it's supposed to go. We don't adapt to y'all. We get the fuck away from y'all. You get what I'm saying? You Don't bring that stench and that filth over here. We're having fun. All right, we're having fun now. If
I
you
got
can't
you.
figure it out, if you thought you told a putty cat, you did. That's on you, bro. But the rest of us, we show here day after day, fucking around, hoping to hear beats go off, hoping to hear Wack throw a tantrum, right? Hoping to
Mm-hmm.
hear Naughty tell a motherfucker what he gonna do to this other motherfucker. This is what we
Mm-hmm.
show up for now. If you saying, yo, Wack, that shit was believable, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Give us a round of applause. We entertained you.
Well, I guess it's a lesson for street people
Now let's
to
get
know
back to the
tonight.
content.
Go ahead,
Prince,
go
are
ahead.
you ready? Prince, are you ready? We need to get back to the content because this shit was getting juicy. Where'd Prince go?
I'm ready.
There we
Hold
go.
on.
Prince,
Hold on.
you ready?
Yeah, hold
Prince
on.
been shooing that shit too. Prince,
Yeah,
keep doing
Prince,
your
Let's
thing.
get
Prince,
back
Been
to this
Prince
doing his
been
motherfucking
damn
reading like an
content.
Israelite
thing. He
at
been
camp.
on his
Prince been
shit.
reading like an Israelite at camp.
Now hold on, Cap. We ain't doing no recruiting that's out, bro.
Uh-uh.
We leaving
That's a,
Prince over
listen.
there
When
with
he
the
was speaking,
military,
it was
bro.
inspiring me. When
We
he was
leaving
speaking,
Prince
I was
over
like,
there with the military. Oh, baby, look who on dot. Look who on the floor. Look at this motherfucker. This motherfucker that you can't stand. See him right there.
Oh, why I
Oh,
can't stand him? That's my friend.
who S dot?
Yeah, that's my favorite character.
Fuck that nigga S dot. I ain't seen that nigga in 19 months. And that nigga been on the Ozempic. He been on Ozempic. He lost all his weight. S dot that lost 150 pounds off Ozempic.
On that
Nigga.
Ozempic diet, he on that Ozempic diet. That's not.
Hey, Spies, y'all go make an
Yo,
S dot with the
as
Ozempic
soon
body.
as soon as you said, yo, look who hit the floor, I said, this motherfucker finna say some shit. I said,
See,
well, what's this
see,
nigga gonna say now?
Benedict, you know why we say S dot on Ozempic? Because S dot is a bodybuilder, right? See, everybody's laughing, right? Now,
Right.
Benedict, ask my man Joe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ask my man Joe right there. Do you think he can drive a car faster than you?
Yo, Joe, you drive better than me, nigga?
Now you do know Joe is visually impaired. He can't see, right? See the goo laughing at you.
Right.
You see that?
Listen, I
You
get
get
what you
what I'm
mean.
trying to
That's
tell
not
you?
I
funny.
get
Not
hey,
what
too
you
much
mean,
though,
hey,
right? I
Joe.
never listen. I
that's
get
hey,
what you
Prince
fucking
mean.
ready.
crazy,
Prince
yo.
ready.
I get
Benedict,
what
you
you
get what
mean.
I'm trying to tell you? Like
I
we
get
just
what you
try to
mean.
like
I get
you
what
get
you mean.
you get what I'm saying?
I
So
get
you
what you're
gotta
saying.
kind of know what's because we're coming in and be telling the story. Today we just reading real paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you know, we majority of times we read what's going on in the world. Or you may have something going on in Harlem, right? Maybe some
Mm-hmm.
kids, or somebody fucking around at a child care, and you wanted to get out there. You come in, we pin it
Mm-hmm.
up, we talk about it. Media team takes it, sends it to the
Mm-hmm.
YouTube street. Somebody in your local neighborhood hears and sees about it. It brings awareness. So we have fun with it. We use it as an
Mm-hmm.
outlet. We be serious
Mm-hmm.
about it. We got
Right.
15 rooms over here. We got
Right.
relationship rooms. We got all they got a weird room I'm scared of, like witches and shit. They be talking about crazy shit over there, petrifying
Hey,
and
Not too
shit.
much.
not
You see
too
that?
much on the
There you go.
covenant.
Now you might
Mm-hmm.
want to go over there because you might be one of them niggas fuck with the hot wax. Me personally, I don't fuck with it, but you might. You might attract their attention. Keita Bug up there, you know she might be stalking you. You know what I mean? Say hi to Keita Bug. Keita Bug, that's Benedict from East Harlem. He from the whole Harlem. He don't know
What's
what
up,
side he from.
Benedict? What's
What's
up?
happening?
What's
I
up?
What's
think
What's
happening?
up?
I think the nigga from Bronx though just claiming Harlem for real because he
I
or he
see
might
now,
be from
Wack. Look,
Manhattan.
Wack. Come on.
He might be from 95th Street, almost
Yo,
Harlem.
Wack. I've been respectful. Come on, don't do that.
You might be from
For sure.
95th Street, nigga.
Don't do
You
that.
from 95th Street, almost Harlem, nigga.
Wack been calling him
Don't do that.
Benedict.
You from
Big
95th in
Benedict.
the
That
first
name is
first
crazy,
half.
Yo,
yo.
the moral of
Yo,
the
listen.
moral of the thing is
Yo, what's going on,
now.
motherfucking
Before I go though, but the moral of the story
Prince?
is
What's
street
up?
guys stay off the internet. Basically, is what you tell them, or
I mean,
know how
shit.
you using your content so that you don't get in no shit.
No, that's right. I get what
Right.
you're saying because a lot of shit in this indictment,
Mm-hmm.
especially on Luce, is shit he said on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But the nigga be trolling Luce, be saying all kind of crazy. You don't see the way I look at Luce when he say shit.
Yeah, I be seeing.
I just look at the nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Say,
this
what
the
you want?
dude that was trying to implicate you in the chat earlier before you
No,
brought him
I was
up.
asking questions. I'll say, yo, Wack, how is it
Oh.
that you in certain
Pull him up.
situations? But you explained exactly what it is. You doing it for entertainment, and other people ain't catching on, and they putting themselves in trick bags, and they not understanding what you like. The examples you just used, right? You just use a few examples to show you that this is entertainment. The other people that need to know that, they just need to, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was asking.
I mean, shit. I think my people know when I'm trolling versus when I'm serious. They didn't learn me. But I believe the angle they taking on Loose Cannon for real, for real. The reason why they took what he said serious, I don't believe they're trying to convict Loose Cannon of those crimes. I believe they're trying to say you did these crimes for the, what are they calling it? The Big U Enterprise?
Racketeering, the
Nah, I,
roller
The big
shit.
you enterprise.
yeah, I believe what they're trying to establish is Loose Cannon did these things for the Big U Enterprise. But where it's going to backfire is a lot of things he said he's done never happened. So if the action is non-existent, was it for the Enterprise?
And it's also documented that
Right,
Luce distanced
right,
himself from
right.
You get what I'm saying? So
100%, yeah.
so now you got people that been doing it on me for years. They're going to campaign just saying shit about your name. Now, if you believe it, some motherfuckers gonna believe it. That's just what it is. So you know what I'm saying? So it could have been could have been Loose Cannon could have been like, fuck it, nigga, you played with me, I'm gonna play with you.
Right.
Big U said you ain't from the hood. Okay, nigga. You do this, you do that.
Mm-hmm.
You do this, you do that. You know what I'm saying? You the police.
Right.
Nigga, you called Nipsey, uh, called me and told me Nipsey was dead 30 minutes before he got killed. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Guess what? That shit still haunting Big U 13 months later.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So some
Yeah.
niggas play that game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Well,
you gotta know how to weed through it and
I got you.
understand what it is. You get what I'm saying? Uh,
Copy. Well,
so that's what that is. Prince,
right.
what's up? What's going on, Prince?
I'm ready.
What's, let's get it going. Back on you. We reading the
Oh,
motherfucking federal indictment. We picking up from where we left. This is the real deal paperwork. Big U has turned itself in. We played that content. We'll revisit it as we go. Go ahead on. It's on you, my brother. Let's get
Right, we're on page 64. Salute, salute. Transportation of individuals in interstate commerce with intent that the individuals engage in prostitution in violation of the Mann Act and as racketeering activity. In November 2022, Henley paid Manny $1,000 to transport 3 women from the Central District of California to Las Vegas, Nevada, to engage in prostitution and other crimes under Nevada law, i.e., for example, pandering in violation of the Nevada Revised Statute Section 201.300, and prostitution outside of licensed house of prostitution in violation of Nevada Revised Statute Section 201.353. During the Title III wiretap, the FBI intercepted calls and text messages between Henley and Manny. These communications include a call between Henley Manley and an unidentified male when Henley talked about a Vegas trip and told the man on the phone with them that Manny go and make every bitch get naked right there. Bitch get naked. Give my brother some head right now. And she gonna make a bitch break down, go to work. Ain't no playing. Following the intercepted communications, the LAMFT VG, which is the Interagency Task Force, investigators interviewed Manny in June of 2023 at her residence. In the interview, although she initially denied her involvement with pimping and pandering, Manny ultimately admitted to promoting prostitution, noting she was known for bringing the hoes. Manny says she did not consider herself a pimp, but created environments for women to do actions and make money. Manny told the task force she provided Henley with women as long as they were paid. That representation is corroborated by a series of intercepted calls from January 2023, when Manny says she was bringing when Manny says she was bringing 7 women to Henley, and after which Henley talked to Manny and others about her being upset when they do not get paid right away. According to Manny, she told her women, cash before smash. When investigators confronted her with an intercepted call between her and Henley on November 10, 2022, which is discussed below, Manny confirmed receiving a Zelle payment of $1,000 from Henley. She advised that the $1,000 payment was for her to close a food truck, accompany him to Las Vegas to cook food, and transport the women with her. This is corroborated by the intercepted messages and phone calls. At the end of the trip on November 18, 2022, Henley sent Manny a $500 payment on Zelle. At the interview, the task force investigators requested that Manny meet with them the following day at the FBI Los Angeles field office to download the contents of her cell phone. Manny was advised not to speak with Henley or anyone else about the interview. However, subsequent intercepted communications between Henley and others, including Manny, show that after Manny's interview, she met with Henley and others. She met with Henley and other Big U Enterprise associates to discuss her interaction with law enforcement. Those calls started right after the interview, with an associate calling Henley, demanding to talk to him immediately about him and Manny. On that call, Henley made sure that the caller kept Manny where she was so that Henley could meet up with her about it. The next day, Henley and Manny talked on the phone about what happened yesterday. For example, the day of her interview with the task force, and the day she apparently met up with Henley. Manny asked Henley if he was okay and complained that they, presumably law enforcement, was just trying to paint a picture. Manny did meet at the FBI Los Angeles field office the day after her interview with the task force, as she had agreed to do. It has not otherwise cooperated with law enforcement since meeting with Henley following her interview. On the latter intercepted calls, Henley complained to associates about the task force meeting with Manny. For example, on June 29, 2023, an associate asked Henry if he received a photograph of the business card investigators left her 3 days earlier when they interviewed the caller about Henley, and told him they had asked about $95,000 she had deposited in her bank account per Henley's instructions. Unprompted, Henley told her they approached the woman he was having sex with, which was Manny, and talked to her about how Henley was trying to buy girls and be a pimp. Henley said he was stressed out and that his lawyer told him to stay off the phone. The next day, on June 30th, 2023, Henley told another caller that investigators had told Manny that she was going to be charged with sex trafficking based on the recording they had of Henley telling one of his partners that Manny can't find girls when they want to go out of town. Henley said, "Shit. So you're gonna get me and say my crime is sending girls money for sex? Is that my crime? Adult girls too? You hear me? It's not like it's some kids. It's not like it's Adrian Broner. It's not like it's some kids. It's not like it's a boy. But talking about grown ass woman." He didn't say the Adrian Broner part. That was me. So that was all the part about the pimping and pandering. Any questions on that? We can go over it. I'm happy to continue.
Prince, your trip.
Sorry.
So she was asking, she was confused. She was acting like she was confused. Keep going, Prince.
Okay. So next it gets into the business side of the nonprofit. So you heard the content where he said, "Yeah, with the nonprofit and you're gonna develop an options and you're gonna whatever the fuck he sound like a rat to me." But here's the point, right? This next part is gonna break down how he funneled that money through the nonprofit for his own personal business bank accounts. So they did the research for us, so we don't have to, right? Give me 1 second. So this next section talks about fraud and violation of the federal wire fraud and bank fraud statutes and as racketeering activity. So this is going to be some of those people in the indictment who are not gang members that you don't recognize, Wack. So through Unique Music, Henley, on behalf of the Big U Enterprise and the entities it controls, also committed fraud entitled for COVID-19 pandemic-related disasters. According to the Secretary of State filings for Unique Music, Henley is its CEO. He also controlled a business checking account in the name of Unique Music Entertainment Incorporated with Bank of America. In 2020, Henley defrauded the SBA of a $90,000 loan through the Unique Music account under the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. The SDA administered the program to provide low-interest financing to SBAs affected by declared disasters. In or about March 2020, Congress passed the COVID Act, the CARES Act, which authorized the SBA to provide loans up to $2 million to eligible small businesses, right? To attain a loan, a qualifying small business was required to submit a loan application through the SBA's online web portal. In the loan application, the applicant was required to provide, among other information, the gross revenue for the 12 months preceding January 31st, 2020. As a part of the application and to be eligible to obtain the funding, the applicant was required to make certain certifications under penalty of perjury. The applicant was required to certify that all information in the application and submitted with the application was true and correct to the best of the applicant's knowledge, and that the applicant would submit truthful information in the future. The application included a warning that any false statement or misrepresentation to the SBA could result in criminal sanctions, including but not limited to fines, imprisonment, and or both. On June 16, 2020, Henry electronically submitted an application from Los Angeles for Unique Music, which the agent reviewed, in which he falsely represented that Unique Music had 2019 gross revenues of $500,000 and cost of goods sold of $300,000. The true financial records that were obtained through the course of the investigation show that these representations made Henley on application forms were indeed false. Based on the bank records, Unique Music was operating at approximately a $5,000 loss in 2019. Specifically, the total amount of money that came in was approximately $30,000, and the total amount of money that went out was approximately $35,000. Nevertheless, Henley claimed that Unique Music was operating at a $200,000 profit in 2019. Those fraudulent misrepresentations caused the SBA to give Unique Music a $90,000 loan, less than the $100 that was taken out as the application fee, and a $10,000 grant. In documents in response to a subpoena, newly created financial documents for Unique Music also show that the claims to the SBA are false, as the documents show Unique Music operating at negative 72.5% profitability and only $15,500 in total revenue. On June 24th, 2020, from Los Angeles, Henley electronically signed a loan agreement between Unique Music and the SBA, in which he certified that all representations in his application were true, correct, and complete. So we have a special note in here. It says, then on June 26, 2020, Henley accepted from the SBA a transfer of approximately $89,900 into the Unique Music account based on the fraudulent June 16, 2020 loan application and fraudulent June 24, 2020 loan agreement. On July 7, 2020, Henley accepted from the SBA a transfer of approximately $10,000 into the Unique Music bank account based on that fraud. The electronic transmissions of the documents and wire transfers of the funds travel between Los Angeles and other states. The investigation in this matter has also revealed that Henley has committed wire fraud through embezzling donations to developing options. For the purpose of executing his scheme to defraud, Henley transmitted and caused the transmission of multiple checks and transfers of items by means of wire communication in interstate or foreign commerce. As discussed below, the FBI and IRS CI have traced his embezzlement of funds that were paid by victims meant as charitable donations. I have reviewed bank records. This is the agent talking. The agent has reviewed bank records for Developing Options bank account, Henley's personal bank account, as well as donations and information provided by donors to determine the following. This is where they get into why they know that developing options was a front. Exhibit A. Henley embezzles $20,000 from a donation from a current NBA All-Star to developing options. That's Draymond Green. On August 20th, 2019, developing options received a $20,000 donation from a current NBA All-Star, Donor 1. The wire transfer identified the donation as for charity. Donor 1 confirmed he provided charitable donations to developing options. Henley, however, embezzled the entire $20,000 donation by transferring the funds into his personal checking account the day after developing options received the funds from Donor 1. Donor 1 was also heard on intercepted calls asking for confirmation of the charitable donation. Any questions on that?
No, sir.
Let's keep going. Henley embezzles $14,000 from a donation from Donor 2 to Developing Options. In early 2020, Developing Options received a $24,000 donation from Donor 2, an award-winning music publishing company. JB, let's figure out who that is. President of Donor 2, issued and signed the check dated January 31st, 2020, which cleared Developing Options bank account on February 3rd, 2020. Investigators interviewed Donors 2 custodian of records and CPA and received documentation for the following. JB believed the $24,000 donation will provide football equipment for a local not-for-profit organization and deducted $24,000 as a charitable donation on his personal tax returns. Instead, Henley embezzled $14,000 of the donation by transferring the funds into his personal checking account. Henley made that transfer one day after the donation check, which Henley endorsed on behalf of Developing Options. Donor 2 did not authorize any portions of the funds donated to Developing Options to be given to Henley personally. Any questions on that?
No, not at all.
Next one. Henley embezzles $15,000 from a donation from Donor 3 to Developing Options. On November 3rd, 2021, Developing Options deposited a $19,000 donation check from Donor 3, a popular online content platform. At the time, Donor 3 was helping Henley produce the Check-In podcast. The purpose of the payment was a donation to support the Crenshaw Rams youth football team. Donor 3 sent the donation in response to Henley's invoice on Developing Options letterhead, which FBI and the IRS agents obtained a copy of, stating that Developing Options was going to use the donation to purchase uniforms for the Crenshaw Rams youth football team. Instead, Henley embezzled $15,000 of the donation by transferring the funds into his personal checking account one day after the donation check cleared the Developing Options bank account. The agent confirmed that the Donor 3 check was from a JP Morgan Chase bank account utilizing servers outside of California and was deposited at a branch here in Los Angeles. The Bank of America utilized servers in Richardson, Texas. The same day, Henley transferred the money. From the Developing Options Bank of America account to his personal bank account, which again utilized servers in Richardson, Texas, to servers located in Los Angeles, California. Any questions on that? If not, we'll push. Henley embezzles $10,000 from a donation from Donor 4 to Developing Options. On March 21st, 2022, Developing Options received $10,000 from Donor 4 intended to support a food program paid for by Developing Options. According to the invoice from Developing Options, the meal program cost $5,000 for food from a restaurant on November 9th, 2021 and November 23rd, 2021. Developing Option checks from his bank account show that actual cost paid for the meal program was $3,000. Henley did not personally fund the meal program from the restaurant. Developing Options sent the invoice dated February 2nd, 2022 to Donor 4 for $5,000 related to the meal program and $5,000 for administrative and office. On March 21st, 22nd, 2022, Developing Options received a $10,000 payment from Donor 4. On March 28th, 2022, Henley transferred $10,000 to his bank account. The payment from Donor 4 was meant as a charitable donation and was not intended to be given to Henley personally. The FBI and the IRS confirmed that Donor 4's check was deposited into the Developing Options account in the Los Angeles branch. The Bank of America branch utilized servers in Richardson, Texas. A week later, Henry transferred the money from the Developing Options Bank of America account to his personal Bank of America account, which again utilized servers in Richardson, Texas, to servers located in Los Angeles, California. Henry embezzles $19,000 from a donation from Donor 5 to Developing Options. On September 21st, 2022, Developing Options received a $20,000 check from former NBA MVP. This is where they're saying this is Shaquille O'Neal, intended to support Developing Options and the Crenshaw Rams. On September 26th and 30th of 2022, October 7th and 11th of 2022, Henley transferred various amounts totaling $15,000 to his bank account. The payment from Donor 5 was intended as a charitable donation and was not intended to be given to Henley. The FBI and IRS CI have confirmed that the Donor 5 check was deposited into the Developing Options account in the Los Angeles branch. The JP Morgan Chase branch utilized servers outside of California. The further transfers again utilized JP Morgan servers outside of California. Henley embezzles $36,400 from a donation from Donor 6 to Developing Options. On November 8th, 2022, Developing Options received a $100,000 wire donation from Donor 6, a production company. The purpose of the payment was a donation to support the Crenshaw Rams youth football team by covering the cost of student athlete 24 in the Crenshaw Youth Football and Cheer Organization. Instead, Henley embezzled $36,400 of the donation by transferring the funds into his personal checking account and multiple transfers from November 10th, 2022 through December 1st, 2022. The donation was taken as a charitable donation on DT's of Donor 6 personal tax return. So Donor 6 initials is DT, Delta Tango. And he looks like a production company. So go figure that one out. Spies. The FBI and IRS have confirmed that the Donor 6 wire transfer was routed using FedWire service funds, which utilizes services in New Jersey or Texas, to the Developing Options bank account, which utilized servers outside of California. So we have a footnote here where the agent says they reviewed multiple letters written by, looks like SH, which is the wife, confirming charitable contributions to the Crenshaw Rams. In each, she states that the donation has covered one student athlete's costs, regardless of the amount, including up to $100,000. Okay. So once again.
So listen. Prince, I just want you to be truthful, bro. Don't fucking hold no punches. How many pages have you read of this indictment?
You're on page 74.
74, how many?
107.
Have I been mentioned anywhere in this as far as being a partner or conspiring or anything? Have I been mentioned in this? I think I was mentioned. I think somebody threatened me in
You've
this.
been hunted and threatened.
Yeah, you got like.
That's where I've been mentioned at. I haven't been. This is crazy. These niggas is crazy. Check this one out.
Well, we got like 30 pages left. Maybe we'll get to it.
Myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. He's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about Wack. Wack, Luce Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all fired. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He worked with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't done nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you and they go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. Cause I ain't did nothing.
Hold on, is this nigga delusional? Well, is this nigga delusional?
I ain't did
Absolutely.
nothing.
This nigga
Absolutely.
blame me.
I ain't do nothing, man.
I ain't do nothing, man.
Bro, he couldn't have attorneyed up. His attorney would have told him, hey, look, man, I'm looking at this indictment. They got you on boom, boom, boom. If this nigga is turning himself in, thinking this ain't about the grid program. We attacked you about the grid program. We attacked you about. We alarmed you about what was to come this month. We let you hear the people's voice. Them people work for you. They live with you. What is this nigga saying that we did to get him arrested? Do this nigga know that they told them people what time they left LA to go to Vegas? That they told them people they went to the Airbnb and got that man and left that boy in the ditch? Do he not know that nigga you was sending motherfucking Bay over there to extort a nigga with federal money? Do he not know that the bitch that drove the taco truck, the bitch that you was calling to bring some pussy, is cooperating with the feds? Talking about I drove the bitch from Cali to Vegas to get paid for some pussy. What is this nigga talking about? This nigga said, I told the feds to go to the people and cut off his funding. No, what I said was, it's gonna catch up with you. You working. Everybody know they throw away the rats. They always throw the rats away. Everybody knows this shit. Rat-a-tat-tat. You know what that means? You the rat. They gonna tat-tat at your ass when they done with you, rat. So how the fuck can y'all listen, man? Flow is open. Tell me, we done read 75 pages of 107. We got 130, well, we got 25, 32 more. How in the fuck is this nigga saying, I gotta turn myself in because of Wack and 600? This nigga said 600 was at this house. He got the camera footage. No, you stupid motherfucker. You got a video. When they called 600, 600 woke me up this morning about 7 o'clock. He said, the homie just calling me and they telling me they hit Big U house. I said, 600, don't jump out there in the window till you know for sure. You don't want to be looking crazy. He said, I'm finna go drive by there. Cool. He drove by there. That's him driving by. Ain't nobody even there. It looked like it's about 4 or 5 Fed cars, one Fed in the front, the rest of them in there. This nigga talk about, I got the video footage to show 600 was there with the feds where they hit my house. Yeah, right, nigga. Your shit got hit at 4:30, nigga. 600 didn't know till about 6:45, 7 o'clock with one of them niggas that you think is your homeboys called you. You know why they called you? Because your dumb ass seen the feds on your cameras, on your Ring cameras, and wasn't none of your family there. I asked him, I wonder why wasn't none of his family there. Why didn't you have your family at the family house? I wonder why. I wonder why. Why didn't you have your family at the family house? Was it because you was alerted? This nigga said, y'all heard Wack. Wack said he gonna take my contracts. What contracts? Weird ass nigga. What's he talking about? Wack wondering how the fuck you still had a contract. Nigga, you got... Now y'all see why I was saying how he still got a contract? This nigga been under investigation since 2021. How do you got contracts? How is the feds picking you up once, twice, three times, and you still got government funding coming, nigga? When they was ready to turn your TV off, they told everybody don't give you nothing. Now guess what he just told us, Prince? If you calling in to wonder where your funding went and they telling you the FBI told us to cease, and you got entertainment friends and you saying your entertainment friends is being contacted by the feds, threatening them, what does that tell him?
The feds on your ass, boy.
If you hear a recording of some people you know that live with you and work for you saying that they found your DNA and you know they pulled your blood, you know all this. Is this nigga slow? His math don't math?
It definitely don't.
I don't think
Ghost,
it
he
do.
just told us the people the feds was telling the city not to give him the money no more. And they was calling his celebrity friends, threatening them. And then he heard a recording of the people saying they found his DNA up under my son's nails. They had to force him to give a blood test, give up DNA. He don't know how to add nothing up.
That nigga sound like he about to cry, bro. That nigga sound like he just talking, bro. The nigga is about to cry. You can hear it in his voice.
Bro, the
You ain't
nigga
never
said,
seen that nigga so submissive before on the internet.
that nigga said, yeah, nigga, you the one told SKG, bitch, if you want me to drop the charges, come to the hood and get the fade. Which is fucking crazy. You said that on the internet during Ramadan. That was during Ramadan when he said, bitch, you want me to drop the charges, come to the hood, get the fade, bitch. You said that. I ain't said that. Why he won't blame me? B. B. Why he won't blame me? Call up, B. He a call, he just won't blame me. No. That let me know he ain't even got an attorney. His attorney would have pulled the work. If we can get to work, his attorney would have had to work.
You know how I know he ain't got no attorney too? Because in one of those videos, that nigga said, I hope the people that's supposed to look out for me gonna look out for me. That mean they ain't gave no money to their lawyer lit. You know the nigga broke as hell.
Running around sending a non-affiliate, right? Vegas Big Chuck goes on some extortion missions and taking them with him on murder missions and put this nigga in a situation to where he gonna tell. That's on you, bro. That's crazy. That means he was desperate. I told you, we had ran away all his soldiers. Everybody stopped fucking with him. He was desperate. Anybody he can get to do it, fuck it. That's who he had doing it.
That nigga was so desperate, bro. You could look at this nigga whole operation. The nigga was so exposed, nigga. Any operation, nigga, when you supposed to be the head, you only got one nigga in between you and the streets. That don't work, bro. That ain't how the mafia do it. That's it.
And I done broke him all the way down. He ain't got none of that moving for him out there. I've been telling y'all. But let's get back to it. Let's see if somewhere in there they got a statement from old Wack. This nigga.
Let's get back to it, y'all. Henley embezzled $32,500 from a donation from Donor 7 to Developing Options. On December 13, 2022, Developing Options received $50,000 from a foundation, Donor 7, as a donation to pay the direct program costs and expenses of operating Developing Options social justice programs and initiatives. Instead, between December 19th, 2022 and January 3rd, 2023, Henley transferred $32,500 to his bank account in various denominations. Pursuant to the grant award letter from Donor 7, all grant funds were intended to be used to support developing options social justice programs and initiatives. However, no grant funds were meant to be given from Donor 7 to Henley personally. The FBI confirmed and the IRS have confirmed that Donor 7 check was deposited into the Developing Options account in the Los area branch, which caused an electric wire from Donor 7's PNC bank account outside of California and the JP Morgan Chase service outside of California. Now they get into bank fraud. In December 2022, Blanton was purposely working for Developing Options and drawing a salary from Developing Options. He was then denied a residential mortgage loan because he could not verify a specific amount of income to qualify. The agent reviewed the financial records showing a denial. Blanton then began working with Hines, a licensed loan officer in the Central District of California. On intercepted calls, Hines advised Blanton that his salary would need to increase for him to qualify for a loan. Blanton told Hines that he worked for Developing Options and that his uncle, i.e. Henley, was his employer. Hines then spoke with both Henley and Martin as the CEO and CFO of Developing Options, respectively, on further intercepted calls about fraudulently inflating Blanton's salary temporarily to support his loan application. On January 13, 2023, Henley and Martin did so by purposely to pay Blanton $6,500 in non-employee compensation, which comes with his own tax form for verification. However, as shown in calls, Blanton actually paid Henley back the $6,500, so it was not true compensation. So it was not true compensation, just made to look like so. It was just made to look that way to the mortgage lender to artificially inflate Blanton's claimed income so that he could qualify for the loan. Blanton never received non-employee compensation any other time. On January 16, 2023, Blanton electronically submitted his loan application, which the agent reviewed. In the application, he reported that he worked for DO Security, making $8,000 per month. As mentioned on January 4th, 2023, an intercepted call between Henley, Blanton, and Hines. Hines said that Blanton needs to show income of $8,166 per month to qualify for the loan. When Henley said he could facilitate through Henley Security Company in the loan application, Blanton only listed that income and did not list any income from the Ex-Offenders Fellowship Network employer that he also included in his application. Based on the payroll records from Developing Options and its related entities, the agent knows that Blanton was making roughly $2,800 net pay per month. After law enforcement played recordings of the intercepted calls for Hines, she admitted that she advised Henley and Martin on how much additional income Blanton required to get approved for a loan, but she denied advising them to temporarily increase Blanton's income until the loan application was approved, despite the recording to the contrary. Now they get into big huge tax crimes. With the IRS, the agent obtained tax records related to Henley, who filed Forms 1040 from at least 2017 through 2019. Henley was issued Forms W-2 for wages earned from his employment as the CEO of Developing Options, which he reported on his Form 1040 in 2019. Henley failed to file Forms 1040 in 2020 and 2021. Henley knew he had a duty to file Forms 1040 as he had done so consecutively for 3 years prior to 2020. Despite knowing he was required to file Forms 2040 as he'd done previously, Henley willfully failed to file such forms for years 2020 and 2021. Henley received compensation from Lightbox Entertainment for his work on a docuseries Hip Hop Uncovered, which was released in 2021, as well as other projects. He also received Forms 1099 reflecting income he had earned in 2019, 2021, and 2022. In 2019, 2020, and 2021. Henley did not report or pay taxes on approximately $80,435.20, which was reflected on the Form 1099 he received from Lightbox Entertainment in 2019. Henley also did not file tax returns or pay taxes on the income he earned from the docuseries in 2020 and 2021. In 2020 and 2021, Henley received Forms 1099 from Lightbox Entertainment in the amounts of $45,148 and $65,564.57, respectively. Henley had been the CEO, president, and executive director of Developing Options since approximately 2010. Developing Options is a not-for-profit organization that was heavily funded by the City of Los Angeles GRID program. Henley signed contracts with the City of Los Angeles to receive GRID funding each fiscal year. The Developing Options bank account received funds that were not from the City of Los Angeles, totaling approximately $155,000 in 2019. Of the approximately $153,000 that was given to Developing Options outside of payments from GRID, Henley embezzled approximately $65,810 from the Developing Options account through bank transfers to his own personal account. These embezzled funds are not included on Henley's Form 1040 for 2019. Henley also embezzled approximately $14,000 in 2020 and $25,000 in 2021 from Developing Options in the same manner. Henley did not file or pay income taxes on these embezzled funds that were transferred to Henley's personal bank account and used for his own personal benefit. Other criminal activity showing how Big U Enterprise operates. In addition to the murder of R.W., robbery, extortion, interstate transportation for prostitution, wire fraud, and bank fraud offenses described herein, the investigation has revealed additional evidence of other activity that demonstrates that the Big U Enterprise constitutes an enterprise under 18 U.S.C. 1961, and that Big U Enterprise threatens and commits violent acts that allow it to operate. For example, intercepted calls include discussions of the Big U Enterprise, its association with the Rolling 60s, and issues with the Big U Enterprise members or associates, including Rolling 60s members perceived as not behaving properly under the dictates of the Big U Enterprise. Additionally, the calls demonstrate the hierarchy of the Big U Enterprise, with both Henley's own words showing his leadership and of the Big U Enterprise members discussing Henley and his leadership of the Big U Enterprise. The calls also show Henley's commitment to demanding respect and exacting violence if it is not received, much like with the murder of R.W. Further, the following criminal activity informs the fraudulent misrepresentations about the Big U's enterprise entities like Developing Options and unique music reformation and contracts, such as pandemic relief loans, which specifically include an assertion that the applicant is not involved in illegal activity, and federal funding through GRID, which demands compliance with the voluminous GRID handbook. Act 1. Henley coerces a witness to recant statements to law enforcement implicating a Big U Enterprise associate. On December 9th, 2022, W.M., a former professional football player in the NFL and one of Henley's associates, beat a victim over the head with a bottle at a restaurant in Los Angeles. The assault was captured on video and publicized online. Let me know if you want me to stop at any time. In an intercepted call on December 23rd, 2022, Big U called the assault victim's relative, J.S., and instructed him to go to the lineup. Tell him to pick the wrong person. Then on January 2nd, 2023, on a multi-way telephone call that was also intercepted, Henley said, "The young nigga gonna say he stole his watch out the bathroom, and the former NFL player came to get his watch back, and it turned into something else. He gonna apologize for stealing the former NFL player's watch. You know what I'm saying? He thought it was somebody. He thought it was his watch. Nigga came back to get his watch, and it turned into a scuffle. They're only trying to prevent a crime. Case dismissed." So once again, that NFL player's initials is WM. The person's relative is JS. Y'all can figure that out. Case dismissed. Spies figure that out.
So he got a witness tampering.
You got to witness that for sure. For sure.
I guess I did this one too.
Yeah, I don't see your name.
Nigga crazy.
Here we go. On January 7th, 2023, another intercepted call. Henley called JS again and told him that the victim needed to take the blame for the incident to avoid criminal charges from the former NFL player. Later that day, the FBI surveilled Henley as he and JS met with the victim's father. Oh shit, who is this dude? Then on January 9th, 2023, while on an intercepted call with JS, Henley told JS to get the criminal case off him. Henley did not want the fact that the victim was not pressing charges to be attributable to Henley and JS. On another intercepted call on January 9th, 2023, Henley told his son that Henley met the man who was suing the former NFL player. The next day, JS called Henley, told him he talked to his lawyer, and said that Henley did not have anything to worry about. Henley makes various threats and brags about violence to further the Big U enterprise reputation for fear and violence, solidifying its power to extort victims. There were a number of calls intercepted during the course of the investigation in which Henley bragged about violence that the agent believes show that Big U's enterprise continue intention to intimidate and control members of the community through fear and violence. These include boasts to a victim, but also general recounting of violence, threats of violent acts that are in line with the Big U enterprise modus operandi. And modus operandi kind of means mode of operations, how they operate. In multiple calls, Henley recounted sending someone to Minnesota to collect several $100,000, of which he admits of taking the cut from a current NBA All-Star. This debt is purposely collected on behalf of someone who Henley refers to as Jew Boy. No clue who that is. 11/7/2022.
That's Steve Lobel.
Oh, really? Want to read it again? Okay.
No,
11/2020.
go ahead. Keep it.
Okay, got you. 11/7/2022. In trying to intimidate a car shop owner into agreeing that Henley had paid the full amount he owed, Henley had actually paid less than half. Henley recounted that he obviously paid the entire amount because he had just done a robbery and gave all the proceeds to the car shop owner. He then told Martin to get the owner on the phone and that Henley would kill the shop owner. 11/15/2022. And talking to a former NFL Pro Bowler, Henley stated that he was going to beat the shit out of Witness 2 for starting shit behind Henley and Wack 100. 11/22/22.
What did he say?
11/15/2022. In talking to a former NFL Pro Bowler, Henley stated that he was going to beat the shit out of Witness 2 for starting shit behind Henley and Wack 100. 11/15/2022.
Oh, I don't know who the fuck that is. Okay.
Who that sound
Damn.
like? What? I
He's
know
slow.
that got to be Deshaun Jackson he talking about though.
Oh,
Former NFL Pro Bowler.
yeah.
I know who it is, but I'm
That's
not
definitely it. Got to be DJ.
So that's
But
Witness
who's the
2?
witness though? Who the witness that started the problems between you and Big
It's
U?
not DJ.
Wait. Oh, he said 2022. I don't know who the fuck was that.
I'll back channel it to you.
W what? The witness.
WM is the athlete.
Oh, WM is the athlete.
Yeah, I'll back channel it to you.
It's Jonathan.
That's who?
Jonathan.
Jonathan who? Talking to me?
Yeah, from the relationship side.
Jonathan DeVoe.
The one that owned the restaurant.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. In Inglewood.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, who the fuck is that? Well, one is that Martavius Bryant, but I don't fuck with him.
It sound like they saying basically Big U told the NFL nigga he was gonna fuck up whoever
Jonathan,
whoever made the beef between y'all.
I just messaged it to you.
No, you think he ain't told him? Wait, hold on. Read that shit again.
That's the initials right there. Look what it
Go
says.
read that again.
11/15/2022, in talking to a former NFL Pro Bowler, Henley stated that he was going to beat the shit out of, that's in quotation marks, of Witness 2 for starting shit between Henley and Wack 100.
So he told the Pro Bowler that. But who
Right.
the fuck is Witness 2?
That's the initials I think the dude just sent to you. Wow.
No, the Pro Bowler is Willie McGinnis. He's talking to Willie, right?
That's
He's
witness.
talking to Willie.
I think
He
that's
ain't gonna
what.
tell Willie he gonna beat the shit out of him. Willie ain't going for that shit.
I think witness two initials was WM, right?
No, they
Willie
saying
ain't no
the
damn
football
Witness.
No, the
player was
footballer
WM.
is the W.
The football player, he's telling him he gonna whoop this other nigga's ass for starting shit.
You
Right.
want me to go back to the beginning of it, Wack?
Hey, look, Ghost. Remember I told you? You don't want to get me going. Somebody must have said something and triggered me.
This is interesting.
So
Facts.
who kicked it off between y'all?
Somebody must have said something. Unless, wait, Witness 2? That
Yeah.
might be Bricc Baby, because Bricc Baby was on the app back then.
That could be Bricc Baby, bro.
Bricc
Oh
Baby was on the
shit.
app back then, bro. Think about it. I wasn't on no jumper in 2022, bro. Everything that was going on, Ghost, we was clicking it on the app.
And around that time, Bricc Baby was going at you
He was
crazy
on
on
the
the
app,
internet.
remember? And then remember, he just stopped coming on. Remember that
Fact.
last time? Because I started saying all kind of crazy shit.
Fact.
And I think he told them niggas, hey, homie, stop saying shit to that nigga on that app. Because he going at me. Big, you know I don't know this nigga, Bricc Baby. I don't know this nigga. I guarantee you, Witness 2, keep personal note of that. I bet that's Bricc. Because who else could it be?
Damn.
This shit getting crazy. This shit getting dark.
This shit
Think about it,
crazy.
Ghost.
I'm sitting here
Back then,
thinking about
Bricc
it.
was on.
Because you was telling Bricc Baby back then, like, you never
I
seen him at Big U
Yeah.
house or none of that.
I said, nigga, I ain't never seen you, nigga, in my life, nigga. I said, all right, you gonna keep playing. I used to tell him, you gonna keep playing, I'm gonna get going. I used to warn him. Remember, I used to tell him, I'm gonna get going. He gonna get on your ass.
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. This shit crazy.
Huh. All right, let's keep it going. This shit getting crazy.
11/20 11/22/2022. Speaking to someone in jail, Henley said he always had two blowers on him. 11/22/22. Speaking to the same person, Henley stated he was going to charge someone in federal prison $6,000 for a phone. 11/23. Henry stated he would pay $50 each to beat somebody up. Same day, Henley recounted paying people to mess up a store that refused to give him a discount.
What?
12/27. 11/23/2022. Henley recounted paying people to mess up a store that refused to give him a discount.
Oh, no, this nigga crazy. Go ahead, bro.
12/27/22. Henley told someone that they needed to hang OG Crip cuz and that he needed to be disciplined thoroughly for a violation of Crippin'. And if I say something, I apologize already. 12/30/22. Henley again stated he needed to break Wack 100's jaw. Oh, look at me with that preemptive strike. 12/31/2022. Henley recounted being bigger than any Rolling 60s member, including Nipsey Hussle.
Whoa.
Well, what?
That
Jack
Hating.
one
shit?
gonna hurt.
Wait,
That one gonna hurt him.
Whoa.
That's in the paperwork.
I didn't make it up. I don't lie.
Screenshot that page, bro. Send
I
that to me.
got you. That's page 82.
God, that's gonna hurt him. He just lost the Crips.
Say less.
You done lost the parents with the murder of this Ray Sean kid. That nigga said I'm bigger than any Rolling 60. And that includes Nipsey Hussle. That show you his jealousy right there.
Yeah. Run that
Yeah,
back
That's
check
one
your
more
text,
time,
right? You got
Prince.
it.
See?
let's keep it moving.
Give me 1 second. I
Damn,
gotta bring it back up now.
that's crazy.
Check your text. I sent it to you.
Got it.
Okay. Let me get back to where I was at. So if you're following along, we are on page, looks like
82.
82. Got you. Here we go. All right. 12/31/22. Henley recounted being bigger than any Rolling 60s member, including Nipsey Hussle. 12/31/22. Henley stated that if he had an issue with anyone, they would no longer be alive. January 2nd, 23. Henley coached DS on how to portray himself to the media, including telling him to wear glasses and to claim DS worked for developing options, even though he did not. January 2nd, 23. Henley told DS he needed to at least break Witness 2's jaw. Okay. January 3rd, 2023. Henley described tooling up with a firearm even when he goes to Crip neighborhoods. January 3rd,
Wait, he said what? He
2023.
said what?
January 3rd, 2023. Henley described tooling up with the firearm even when he goes to Crip neighborhoods.
Oh, okay.
Same date. Henley told someone in prison he was buying 6 phones that could be smuggled in and sold for $1,000 apiece. January 5th, 2022, Henley told someone that another person was a rat and done. January 12th, 2023, Henley again described needing to beat the shit out of Wack 100. January 17th, 2023, Henley described January 17th, 2023, Henley described threatening to kill Gray Street Crips. January 17th, 2023, sorry.
Whoa.
Back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
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 Run that.
With all due
Nigga
respect.
said, wait, what did Big U say?
With all due respect. Henley described threatening to kill Great Street Crips. January 17th, 2023. So whatever happened during that time, I could figure that out on y'all song.
Oh,
I ain't figure
shit.
that out. I
Go
don't know
ahead.
nothing.
Keep.
All right. January 17th, 2023, same day. Henley described being a hunter of the Rolling 60s and having paperwork on individuals. February 7th, 2023. Henley told Robinson he was going to break victim one's jaw. 2/13/23. Henley stated he was going to break the jaw of a business manager who worked for a former NBA MVP. 3/3/23. Henley described the modus operandi of the Big U enterprise, which included robbing individuals but not taking everything from them so that they could continue to work, be robbed, identify other robbery targets, and buy their stolen things back from the Big U enterprise. Modus operandi,
He's done.
mode of operations. 4/1/23. Henley asked someone to grab a firearm for him that he left under the tire of a car. 4/11/23. Henley discussed with Blanton an individual who was going to be robbed in the near future. 4/17/23. Henley discussed sending a message to a dispensary owner that he fucked with the wrong guy. 2/14/23. Henley recounted slapping Jew-Boy.
That's Steve Lobel. He fucked Steve Lobel's wife. Girl. Go ahead, keep rolling.
Oh, it's not good. 2/14/23. Robinson told Henley that Robinson told Jew-Boy that he owed them money, that they would allow a payment plan, but if he did not pay, they were going to shut this motherfucker down. 4/1/23, Henley asked someone to grab Henley's blower, which he left on the ground in the blue sweatshirt in front of a tire. Henley and Robinson described other threats and violent acts on behalf of the Big U Enterprise. Throughout the Big U Enterprise's extortion of Victim 1, members of the Big U Enterprise discussed violence and illegal activities to Victim 1 in order to intimidate Victim 1 and ensure that Victim 1 kept paying extortion fees to the Big U Enterprise. Examples include 6/22/22. Robinson told Victim 1 that it was necessary to have a firearm when hanging out with Big U. 7/9/22. Henley recounted to Victim 1 an incident in which Henley and Rolling 60 gang members chased down Wack 100, attempting to hurt him. Quotation marks. There's 15 to 20 niggas with us, with hoodies tied down. I got my hoodie on all black tied down. She like, boom. She jumped in the car, paid for, and then took off. Boom. This nigga screaming. Quotation marks. My wife draws. I see you, Eugene. I see you. Eugene Henley, I see you. He's screaming all that. He got his blower out, but he's fucked up because nobody around. We like, bitch ass nigga. I'm like, yeah, bitch ass nigga. He like, die here, man. Don't do this. My wife, my kids in that car, draws. Don't do this. He's screaming.
So he been waiting to catch me, and I'm by myself, 20, and there's 20 of them. And because a female there that stopped him, I think he know what stopped him. Let's keep it.
He got his blower out, but he's fucked up because nobody around. He got his blower out. 15 to 20 of us.
These niggas in their stories, but what stopped you?
I don't know. It says, I don't know. Oh, want me to continue? You sure?
Man, read that shit. This what he's saying. This shit.
Hey, that's what shit. 10/22/22. Robinson told Victim 1 that Henley could not be patted down at the club because he could be armed. Identifications of the property and premises to be searched. So open source records, this is where they basically find anything that's in public domain, that the agent reviewed on March 13, 2025, lists, I'm not going to dox Henry's, they got some street residents and some Arlington premises. Robinson's premises for Henley and Robinson respectively is Henley's Mercedes, registered to Henley. Further, according to records obtained during the course of investigation, developing opposite premises, they got the registered address, right? It says, through the course of the investigation, the FBI special agents, the task force officers, including the agent on this indictment, they witnessed Henley driving Henley's Mercedes. The FBI also obtained financial documents showing that Henley purchased Henley's Mercedes and the vehicle is registered in his name. The special agents and Victim 1 also observed Robinson driving Henley's Mercedes during a period in which Henley was conspicuously attempting to evade law enforcement after detectives had spoken with Henley's wife at Henley's whatever street residence, right? In June of 2023. That match up with your timeline, why? They talked to the wife in June 2023?
That's when they got Bricc. Yeah, they double back. Let's keep it going. We getting to the juicy part.
Okay. After the detective had spoken with Henley's wife at Henley's 62nd Street premises. In June 2023, the FBI and other law enforcement officials conducted a traffic stop and served a DNA warrant on Henley, who was driving Henley's Mercedes at the time. So they served him that DNA warrant in June of 2023.
And he claiming he didn't know what was going on.
So now we got our answer.
Shit. Let's.
Throughout the course of the investigation, FBI special agents and task force officers, including the agent on the indictment, they seen Henley coming and going from that street address on a consistent basis, indicative of him residing there. The traffic stop of Henley while he was driving the Mercedes occurred outside of Henley's residence as Henley was returning home. The Title III wire interceptions of Henley's telephones included GPS data that shows Henley residing at the residence during the month-long interception period. In December of 2024, Henley appeared on a local news claiming
It didn't
that
show nothing
40
of August 2023.
doesn't say.
Okay, keep moving.
Okay. So in December of 2024, Henley appeared on the local news claiming that 40,000 worth of toys were stolen from outside of his residence.
Oh
On
shit! Come on, let's go, bro. Let me hear this shit.
On January 28th, 2025, FBI Special Agent served a subpoena at the residence and his wife accepted service. Additionally, based on cell site location information, the FBI and LAPD began receiving on March 14, 2025, pursuant to a state search warrant. They know that both of Henley's phones were at the residence overnight, indicating that he slept there. FBI Special Agent DeMons Beverly further observed Henley Mercedes at the residence on March 14, 2025. Finally, over the last night from March 16th to March 17th, cell site location information placed Henley's phone at Henley's residence throughout the night. Throughout the course of the investigation and during the Title III wiretap intercepts, Henley discussed his ownership of Henley's Arlington premises, including making various trips to Henley's Arlington premises. These discussions included sending others to the premises to pick up things for him, including his toy. Henley also set up extortion payments to be paid by Victim 1 at the Arlington premises, which was completed on camera. Victim 1 was also called to Henley's Arlington premises to collect items that the Big U Enterprise robbed from the marijuana dispensary discussed above.
Is
At
it still
times,
going on? Wait, he's still extorting him to right now?
Still extorting him.
Oh, they ran him up. Go.
At times, Henley has previously rented Henley's Arlington premises to tenants and directed others to collect rent from tenants at the premises. The agent ran a clear public information search on March 13, 2015, and no other individuals are listed as currently residing at the residence. Based on their training, experience, and knowledge, he states that he believes Henley and Big U Enterprise used that residence as a location separate apart from Henley's primary residence, in which to conduct illegal activity to avoid detection by law enforcement. Throughout the investigation and during the Title III wiretap investigation, Robinson slept at Robinson's premises nearly every night and otherwise came and went from Robinson's premises, indicating that the location is his domicile. FBI special agents and task force officers have conducted extensive surveillance during the course of the investigation and have witnessed Robinson at Robinson's premises. Robinson's car parked at Robinson's premises and have heard on recordings Robinson discussing his desire to stay at his premises in the San Fernando Valley to stay out of Los Angeles. Robinson's cell site location information that the FBI and LAPD obtained pursuant to a state search warrant on March 14, 2025 showed that his phone was at Robinson's premises overnight that night. On March 15, 2025, at approximately 10 p.m., FBI Special Agent Matthew Hutchison observed Robinson return to Robinson's premises. Cell site location data placed Robinson's phone at Robinson's premises after he returned. Finally, over the last night from March 16 to March 17, cell site location information placed Robinson's phone at his premises throughout the night. Throughout the investigation, FBI special agents and task force officers observed Martin at his residence, consistent with his phone and it being his primary domicile. Despite that, open source records and financial records listed another address of Martin. Title III wiretap interceptions also showed GPS data consistent with Martin living at that location and spending most of his nights there. Let's see. On March 14th, the FBI and LAPD received cell phone location information on one of Martin's phone numbers pursuant to a state search warrant. that either Martin's cell phone location information placed his number at Martin's premises consistent with him sleeping there. On March 15th, the agent conducted surveillance on Martin's premises, and he observed Martin exit the complex containing Martin's premises. Finally, over the last night, March 16th to March 17th, cell site location information placed Martin's phone at Martin's premises throughout the night. They had him all on this surveillance for this whole time. Accordingly, although the FBI has identified other addresses to Martin, they believe on investigation to date that Robertson's premises and Martin's premises are the primary residence for both of them, right? So during the course of the investigations, bank and other records for developing options have listed an address different from developing option premises. However, there is more recent probable cause that developing option premises is developing option's current address. The FBI observed that developing option is listed in the building directory of the building that houses developing options. As discussed above, the Henley and the Big U Enterprise solicited funding and donations to developing options under the guise of purpose charity work. Developing Option conducts a nonprofit entity. We're on page 90. As discussed herein, the Big U Enterprise uses developing options for its fraudulent means, including embezzling donations into Henley's personal bank account and fabricating Blanton's salary to apply for mortgages. In addition to Henley embezzling money out of his developing option bank account into his personal bank account, as described above, the agent believed that Henley also instructed his wife to use developing options credit card for Henley and his family's own personal use and benefit. On March 27, 2023, one intercepted call between Henley and his wife and an individual with the initials AM. Henley instructed his wife to use developing options credit card to purchase air conditioning units for Henley's Arlington premises. Henley stated that he was going to order the units and cancel the order afterward. Henley asked his wife if the car had 8,000 to 9,000 to use, which she said it did. On March 28, 2023, on another intercepted call, Henley's wife said that she just got back from Lowe's, and Henley told her that they were going to cancel the units after they arrived, telling her to have the contractor go to Lowe's and pick them up. So now basically this is basically the end of it, Wack. They basically go into their training on what's racketeering, what they have, and let's see, their experience on robbery and extortion. They're training on that. They're training on homicide. They're training on evidence on that. Training on human trafficking stuff on that, especially generic. They're training on financial crimes. Now we're on page 98. Training on digital devices.
Yeah, this is. Yo, that page you sent me. Oh, that's the one where you said something about Nipsey.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is it at? Stated that would pay.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, I see. It's 1231. Being bigger than any Rolling 60 member, including 123122. All right, hold on. Let me get Dreas to highlight that for me. We're gonna make sure it's. Oh, she did it. She did it.
Oh.
So here's the conclusion, then we're done. Now we're on page 105. For all the reasons described above, there is probable cause to believe the following. Alpha. Henley, Robinson, and Martin violated 18 Uniform Sierra Charlie, 1962 Delta, racketeer influence and corrupt organizations conspiracy. Bravo. Williams violated 18 Uniform Sierra Charlie, 1951 Alpha, interference with commerce by robbery. Armani Manny.
Wait, Williams violated what? That's Luce Cannon. Right?
Williams violated 18 USC, 1951 Alpha.
Hold
Interference.
On, it tells you what it is?
It tells you what it is. Interference with commerce by robbery.
Oh. I knew they was gonna get him for the robbery. That's probably the shit.
The marijuana shit.
That marijuana shit.
Mm-hmm.
The feds usually charge a nigga with robbery though.
It
Hell
says in
yeah,
the
it's
Well,
called
not
the
to know.
Hobbs
commerce
Act. It's called the Hobbs Act.
That's what it is.
because
Yep.
you basically stole illegal goods,
Oh, got you.
drugs. So it's like a different.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
It says Manny violated 18 USC 2421 Alpha, transportation of an individual in interstate commerce with intent that the individual engaged in prostitution. Delta, Blanton and Hines violated 18 Uniform Sierra Charlie 1344 1 bank fraud. Further, there is probable cause to believe that the items listed in Attachment B1, which constitute evidence, fruits, and instrumentalities of violation of Henley's subject offense, will be found at in or on Henley's Mercedes, Henley's street premise, his street house, and Henley's Arden's premises, as described in attachments Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, and Alpha 4. Attachments B2 or Bravo 2, which constitutes evidence, fruits, and instrumentalities in violations of Robinson's and Martin's subject offenses, will be found at or on Robinson's and Robinson's premises, Martin and Martin premises, as described in attachments Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Alpha 7, Alpha 8. And attachment Bravo 3, which constitutes evidence, fruits, and instrumentalities of violations of the developing options subject offenses, will be found at the developing options premises, as described in attachment Alpha 9. Attested to by the application and it's signed by the United States Magistrate Judge. And that's all, folks. All 107 pages. Let's go.
Y'all been in here. We done read a 107-page indictment. Big U said, I'm gonna let y'all hear what he said. I'm very, very confused. But if y'all help me out with this. Let me go to the content. This shit is crazy. Hold on. This is what he said.
Gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, it was asking about Wack. Wack, Luce Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't done nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you and they go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. Cause I ain't did nothing.
Yo. But I really look, man, the Wack haters, the intelligent people, we just ran through 107 pages of his indictment. I don't understand. Like, what did I do?
Cause I ain't did nothing.
Nigga said, cause I didn't do nothing.
Academics just posted, said he talked to Luce Cannon.
I talked to him too about 2 hours ago.
He said, Act posted, talk to Luce Cannon directly. He wanted me to let everyone know everything isn't what it seems. We're gonna get this resolved quickly.
He got a low charge. He just got a robbery.
Fuck ain't no mother. That motherfucker ain't no
I
hoe.
don't know. I ain't versed on it. Give it to me, Ghost. I'm not versed on. So that's when you rob a nigga of illegal shit.
Yeah, but it's usually tied to a Rico case. You know what I'm saying? Like usually when niggas get Hobbs Act, it be tied to a Rico case. But yes, it's when you rob of illegal shit. It could be of legal shit too, but it's usually tied to a Rico case. So I guess that's why they hit him with the Hobbs Act, because I guess in state court they probably couldn't have charged him because it was marijuana, right?
It was marijuana, yeah.
But you know, federally that shit, I don't know. I guess that's why.
So
Then you know the fact
here
that
goes the thing, though, bro.
they said they use guns too, right?
So state, but not federally.
Yeah, weed is legal in state, not the feds. You're right. But here goes the thing.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Here go the thing too. That's good, R&V. You be paying attention. Ghost. Either Monster told on him or Big U implemented him. Which one?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I think it's a little bit. I think it could be a little bit of both, but I'm leaning more towards Monster. And I'm gonna tell you why more on Monster, because we know for a fact how deep cover Monster went. Like Monster was deep cover when he was on the phone with y'all. So it seems like Monster and Luce Cannon got their own relationship. Ain't no telling.
I've never seen them together. But when they called me and said, man, I said, man, I ain't never did nothing with Monster but book some shows, nigga. That's it. When he did have a situation, I told y'all about how I handled it before I let y'all hear the shit.
Right.
I said I went to him. I just happened to be there. Told him, hey, look, this was going on. What could you do, if anything, and what could you do a month? Do you owe him? He said, yeah, Wack, he loaned me the money. I said, okay, cool. What could you do? He like, Wack, he ain't gonna take what I got. I said, he gonna take it because he asked me to talk to you. And nigga, if he asked me to talk to you, you gotta accept whatever I negotiate. It don't make no sense to ask you to do something you can't do. I'm not gonna ask you for $10,000 a month. You say you can only afford 5. Like, that don't even make sense. I ain't gonna ask you for 100,000 when you telling me all you can spare is 15 right now. And he said, well, Wack, I'm gonna pull this money out. I'll never forget. He said, I'm gonna pull this money out my backpack, but some of this I got for bill. I said, that ain't my concern. You say you can afford 15 a day, right? Okay, that's it. Whatever the fuck, you can have 100 in the backpack. If you tell him you can afford 15 a day and you still straight and pay this man 5, then just do that. Right. I won't be back to a collective 5. That's between you and him. And I left it like that. And that only came to be because, remember I told you, when I went up there to take Sada Baby up there, I saw the funny movement.
Right. You was talking about that on the phone call.
I saw the funny movement, and I got to look at her. I'm like, my nigga, what the fuck going on? I'm watching. I'm like, hey, homie, you niggas better Wack, this ain't about you. Hold on. Them niggas got to seeing them niggas come from behind them cars. No, Wack, well, hold on, bro. Monster, what's happening? I'm like, who you up here for, little nigga? Wack, you know who I'm up? I don't know. You up here for what I think you up here for? Yeah, well, you go on back. Tell him I'm going to talk to him. Monster, you owe the nigga some money? Yeah, Wack, he loaned me some money. Okay, y'all go back, leave. And you tell him I sent you back. So when he called the nigga and told him, I heard the nigga tell him, oh, Wack there? Wack say he gonna handle it? Yeah, y'all go on and leave. That's cool then. I'm straight. I'm going to sleep. Right? Because he know if I negotiate something with somebody, it usually happens. Them niggas be trying to come up there, they go on 60, they get to tell them, nigga, we want 300. You know, all kind of crazy shit. Like, bro, did you know, just pay the nigga back. You know what I'm saying? However you can. I ain't never participated in that type of shit.
That nigga monster, boy. That nigga a dangerous type nigga, boy.
Nah, this Bricc baby shit gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When more come out about that Bricc baby shit, I'm telling you, bro, niggas gonna be surprised about a lot of shit that come out with him because you got to think, bro. Aside from this case, nigga tied to the Dirt case, then we thinking that case that was sealed was the Dirt case. That ain't even the Dirt case. That's some whole other shit in Jersey. So
And
this
we
nigga
still don't know where the AK-47 went.
Shit, I
exactly.
can tell you where it's at. He said it was a DA reject. That wasn't no DA reject. They
Oh,
just
what?
dropped it, hooked it. The state
No,
dropped it. The feds
Hey,
hooked it.
Wack, we broke that though. We
no, the
take credit
state
for
never
that.
picked it up. The state never picked it up. Reggie, okay, I'm sorry. Reggie looked into that. It always was with the feds. He lied, thinking we couldn't go check. State never picked it up. Nigga, that motherfucker illegal in the state of California.
Right, so they do the raid, right? He get his shit raided. And
They coming for the phone.
right.
They coming for the phone. They ready to say run across the chopper. Probably was behind the door. You know how niggas do their choppers. You know, lean up against the wall behind the door. So if they see it in plain sight, they can book you for it. Yep.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think him and Luce kind of might have known this shit would come. Cause you
Hey, I
remember
can't.
a week or two back, right, bro? They had
Hey,
you was on No Jumper, and then you had found out that him and Luce had met up,
yep.
and all of a sudden it was like, all right, we gotta act like we beefing still, type shit. But the energy won't.
Also, you saying the fake beef was all to try to, you figure it was trying to throw the people. I don't know. Listen, nigga, I don't even, all this shit, I got woke up this morning. I knew Big U had 3-4 pending things. I knew that. And I was scratching my head like, what this nigga got going on? But all these other people I'm seeing and all this other shit, I don't know. It's a little different, bro. I ain't knowing he was fucking extorting monster for fucking, how many years is this? 2-3 years? All the way up to right now.
A nigga name like Monster,
Huh?
he should change his name, cause he getting extorted.
Yeah, he ain't even one of them type of dudes. Like, bro, it sounded to me like, didn't they say Monster just was ordered to deliver some more money? Just on the 14th of March?
Man, that nigga Monster was dropping off that that FBI ass money.
Yeah, I got it for you. I got it.
Oh my
Yo, I wonder what they was doing. They must have been surveilling it when he went. Had to be.
Had to been. That
Cause
nigga
it
was
wasn't
probably
like they was
wired up
busting the niggas.
when niggas went too.
Yeah.
That nigga wear glasses or shades or anything, Wack?
That Monster, yeah, he do wear shades.
Oh yeah, that nigga probably had a goddamn video recorder in his glasses.
You know who Monster who his twin is?
Who?
The nigga 1111 nigga. The nigga Nick from 1111. Them niggas look just alike. Swear to God. Actually, they the same type person, bro. That's
nasty.
him.
That's nasty.
That's him, bro. Like, listen, Monster ain't from no streets, I don't even know what state that nigga from. I don't even know if Monster from here.
That nigga had on the Ray-Ban video glasses.
Hey, that
Oh my God.
nigga had on the Ray-Bans, nigga with the AK zoom.
Oh God, that nigga was live streaming, boy.
Hey,
Nigga
hey,
live streaming for the feds.
That's horrible.
the little part that go on your nose, there was the speakers. There was the microphone.
Facts.
Oh my God.
That nigga know he gonna move out of LA though. I bet you that nigga
What?
going to witness protection.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. He don't want to tell you wherever he go. Look, Monster will walk right by you, won't pay him no attention, bro. None.
Hey, but you know what? Them niggas don't even be giving a fuck about going to witness protection. Because, like, if you look at a lot of them old mob guys, matter of fact, Vlad just had one on his show, the nigga Frank Viola, right? That nigga went in witness protection and started doing some more illegal shit. That nigga had ran up $100 million real estate company. Why he in witness protection in Arizona?
Bro,
Oh my God.
I'm just tripping on this nigga right here, bro. Bro, this nigga right here, swear to God, the nigga said, yo, look at the play this nigga trying to run. The nigga said, Cuddy was with the fans when they hit my house. The nigga said, I got the video. Now let me tell you what's funny. Because I know how his thoughts be so incomplete. He's talking about he got a video of Six driving by his house, getting the video of the people in his house.
Oh.
You know this the video he talking about, right, Ghost?
Yeah,
Six
hell yeah,
called
the
me this
1-600 posted.
Yeah, he called me this morning and he said, baby, he woke me up.
Yeah, I remember.
He said, yo, they got Big U. I said, hey, don't jump out the window with that shit looking crazy. You know they'll tell somebody to tell you that shit. You know how they do, Ghost. And he said, nah, the homies called me. He didn't call them. He said he saw the feds in his house on the ring. I said, all right. He said, I'm going to go drive by there and see. So he went and drove by there. You know what I'm saying? He took the video. He sent me the video. So he like, nah, that motherfucker taped off. Feds in front of the motherfucker.
I thought that
Door
nigga was
open.
trolling when he posted it, but when I seen you post that shit, I was like, yeah, this shit real now.
No, that's his crib. That's the same house where Big U had 600 in the backyard. The same house. Mm-hmm. That's the same house where he was playing Suge and ping pong with the BlackBerry in his hand. Same house.
That's nasty, boy.
That's bad work, bro. But I'm gonna tell you what's finna be nastier.
All these niggas pointing fingers at each other.
Yeah, this goddamn paper I'm finna put up where he said I'm the biggest crip, including over Nipsey. And then on that, gonna be the whole link to all your paperwork. Yeah, that's how we gonna do that. Listen to this shit right here, though. This nigga talking about niggas telling on him. Man, listen to this nigga. This nigga out of his mind. About this one. Where does this shit go? Where that damn video go I just had?
Oh my God.
Huh?
Can't make this shit up, man.
Nah, this nigga's out of his fucking mind. The nigga said I did it. Nigga, I did it. What the fuck are you talking about? Look.
Don't matter. Your night so hard. Movie production in the hood. That's how we do it, y'all, man. Top flight, baby. Yeah, GB running this here movie set in the hood. Coming out here, checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better know it. Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in, oh well. Just gonna check your ass out. We're gonna check you in, all right. We're gonna check it all of your equipment. We're gonna check it all of your equipment.
Bro, you see this dumb?
That was dumb.
You see that shit? Do this nigga not understand what's going on? That's you on Instagram. You telling niggas, nigga, if you come out here with some video equipment, you better check in or we taking your shit. What's wrong with this nigga, man? Am I? I don't know, bro. Nigga blame me. Nigga say I did it.
It's all your fault.
It's all my fault.
If it wasn't for you and the 100 kids.
Right, that nigga sound like a Scooby-Doo villain.
got away with it.
That nigga, you know what? Maybe that nigga gave us a shout out. Hold on, let me go
If it
look at
wasn't for you dastardly with 100 side people.
That nigga pulled a Scooby Doo. Fuck you.
Yo, where that shit go? Who sent me that damn clip? Here we go. Then he does that.
But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got the last thing to say. Wack said he's gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of you fuck niggas in the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Because whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wack. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way. Somebody has to come in who gonna cooperate. That's what the play is. That's what the whole play is. I'm out. I'm gonna send y'all videos to put up all of them until they lock me up.
But see, that's some hating ass shit to say though. Check this out, right? What if it's really a nigga from that neighborhood who want to do the right thing with developing options? You calling them a fuck
But
nigga
y'all gonna be
because
rolling with you.
you can't do it?
Yo, this nigga crazy.
He didn't do it.
Hold on.
Right.
Not that one. We already wrote that one. Top 5. Stop calling my phone, Clout Chaser. I don't fuck with you. Nigga, weird nigga calling my phone. About please talk to me.
Nigga, fuck.
Yo, why in the fuck you keep playing something different? What the fuck going on with hold on, let me see. Let me close this shit out. That nigga said I'm gonna move somebody else in. At least he respect my capability. Crazy. I'm gonna go to this neighborhood and put somebody in the grid. That nigga thinking real high at me.
I wanna know what you gonna do with them contracts. It's crazy.
Bad video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, it was asking about Wack. Wack, Luce Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet. All y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying. All y'all giving these likes and hidden likes. All y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You're just guilty.
To everybody out there on the grind, working hard, if you believe it, you'll achieve it. Do what you got to do today to be prepared for tomorrow. And there it go. But until next time, it's your boy Rico, and I'm gone. God bless. Peace.